too much success with all their insightful views. Do you grow yourself or buy from the top shelf? Are you here to take the reins and gain back your health? Whatever it is, you know the biz. Leave a light, crack a pipe, and let's get on with it. If you want to acquire the knowledge, you don't have to go to college. You can just come hang with Aaron and Dave.
Welcome to the Elevated News Podcast with Two Dope Dudes. We're a podcast focused on discussing local and national cannabis news and culture. I'm Aaron.
Hey, I'm Dave.
Yeah, he is Dave.
That's me.
What's going on, dude? Welcome to Season 2, Episode 53.
Damn.
Yeah.
That worked
really,
well.
Really
That went
confused the
well.
algorithm.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. What's going on, dude? How are you?
Fantastic. Yeah, I can't complain at all. It's another great day.
I was just adjusting. I like to get you talking so I can just look over at the audio real quick and just look at the levels. No big deal.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
Levels.
recording and everything. So
Hey, there you go.
But yeah, here we are in year 2 of recording the Elevated News Podcast. What do you think?
What an evolution.
What do you think we'll do this year? Do you have any recommendations or prophecies, pre-prophecies? What do you think will happen to cannabis in the next year?
Oh my God.
That's a good one, right? Like that's right off the dome.
Oh, let's predict right now.
Cool.
It's a good question.
Sure.
All right. Nothing.
Nothing.
No, it's going to, so I talked about it. You can hear me for 3 years
Yep.
talking about it. You can go back historically, and I've been talking about how a presidency would be won on the ideas of cannabis reform.
Sure.
I don't know that that's the sole point of what will happen, but there will be a point in this where it is a large factor of the determining vote for somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Because I think no matter what, you just already have the locked in, and then there's only these few bit that just kind of move around a bit.
But there's nobody really breaking away and saying anything new anymore. Like really, literally, we're arguing over like, I want 33% tax, and the other person's like, I want 36% tax.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
1,000%.
But like back in the day, you would get like politicians be like, hey, I think it, should be okay to smoke marijuana or consume
because
marijuana. And people were like, oh my God, this is like crazy.
Because of the harm or benefit of it.
Right.
Now the harm is not making enough money on taxes.
Well, yeah, because we corporatized it. It's just like, some festivals used to be protests, and now they're very corporatized, and it's not about protesting anymore. It's about whether Chase Bank, supports whatever insert reason.
Oh, just like they didn't support Tesla. Good old J.P. Morgan, you bitch. Yeah,
I'm just saying,
bitch.
look at Coca-Cola Saudi Arabia, and then during Pride Month, and look at Coca-Cola USA during Pride Month. I mean, the company really doesn't. If the company really supported it, it would,
Yeah, do the whole thing.
Yeah, or it's like the McDonald's in Gaza donated money to the Hamas, and then McDonald's in Israel donated to.
No shit.
Yeah, what is the Israel Defense IDF, whatever government. So it's just like the government, or now we've got like corporations.
Everything is
like
political.
they're waging proxy wars against each other. It's
Everything is political,
it's crazy,
dude.
I know.
The moves that every single person makes in a corporate setting nowadays are made with political
it's stupid.
Ideology behind it. It's really weird, dude. But it's not
do you think we'll get rescheduled in the next year?
Not a fucking chance.
Not a chance?
No, because this president isn't going to do it.
Well, I don't think never mind.
Huh?
Bro, I messaged you during the
All right,
debates,
anyway,
and I
yeah.
was just like, I cannot wait for you. I cannot wait for
Dude,
tomorrow so you can just watch the clips of this.
bro,
That was wild.
bro.
That was wild. Anyway.
Anywho, so here we are with people that can't even tell you what they ate for breakfast, who are making the biggest decisions. Anyway,
And they're not even really responsible for most of the decisions. It's all Congress anyway.
no, but there is some power in the fucking signature.
Sure.
There is some power in the title.
Yeah.
You get to do some cool shit. You can force some people to do some shit. I mean, and anyway, I'm just saying I don't see that this president isn't going to do anything, and the next president isn't going to get into office and go, "Oh, I ran on weed reform, sign the bill." Oh, well, let me look at it. Let's get through, fucking. Then we got to sell and
The
make
war
go
in
away.
the war in
right?
Ukraine, the war in the war in Gaza, Israel, whatever. We got to get through all that stuff. We got to get through, the housing crisis, the fact that we've had artificially low interest rates for 20 some odd years, and now we didn't know it was gonna burst again, or
There's a lot.
There's a lot. They don't care about marijuana.
Well, and that's
That's a good thing, though. I hope they don't care
will
about
happen
marijuana.
but it's because of what you're saying too. It's they have to make some money from something.
Yeah.
And clearly we are showing that we are willing to spend money on cannabis. I think that's the incentive from the federal government to maybe move something is to go.
Maybe that
well,
was
we
their
can
plan
make
all
some-
along. They're like in the 20s. They're like, hey, if we do prohibition, we can actually make it really, really. We can make our great, great, great grandchildren rich because people want it so much.
To a degree.
Maybe.
But that
Who knows? I wasn't being actually.
No, yeah, I dig what you're saying.
I was being kind of ridiculous.
I mean, hey, this whole thing is kind of ridiculous.
It is.
Because I got asked today.
Yeah. They're
at
like,
work,
how do I shot web?
What's that?
They were like, how do I shot web?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I was specifically asked from somebody that I work with today in a very serious, very unsure way. What really is the difference between cannabis and hemp? And I went, yep. So here's the problem. We've used laws, right? Laws are just interpretations of words. They're
just like you said last episode, 100%. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So then it's just the idea that they've twisted these two words to be two different things.
Yeah.
That's it. All you got to do is flush your brain. Pretend like you're starting brand new and you don't know shit. Here's the difference. Nothing. Here's the difference. How you speak about it.
Yep.
What side of the law you want to be on, because all that these laws are misinterpretations and it's probably better a misrepresentation than it is a misinterpretation.
100%.
Right? It's purely just who can we tax at what rate and keep them within a group. As long as we can set them in, So anyway, I'm 100% convinced that this will not change anytime soon. It's easier for people to be confused.
Yeah.
It's easier for the consumer. At this point, with the confusion, consumers are coming to overpriced dispensaries at points and spending too much money for a product that is probably inferior to that of something that is being represented by a different set of laws. And it's not in every time instance, but there's so much bad product inside of dispensaries, and there's so much good product in the gray market.
Yep.
There's a lot of good products in the black market, for fuck's sake, still, right? But like, it's weird to me that this is how things are playing out, and I don't see a big change coming.
No,
Not
me
anytime fucking soon.
No, me either.
No.
I think I probably tend to agree.
I mean,
I think we'll get some movement in Illinois. We'll get some stuff done federally. I think they'll. I mean, even if they reschedule it, I mean, it's still gonna they're gonna have a timeline. Just like they did with like the FCC stuff and all that other stuff. There was still a couple years where it was like had to be implemented. So it'll be years down the road, and they'll just
Years.
keep kicking the can
Years.
like they always do.
Yep, 100%. And that's the
We'll be
problem
in our
with these.
60s before it's federally legal. It'll be another 20 years probably.
Oh,
Like to be truly federally,
decriminalized.
decriminalized,
Yeah.
defederalized.
Descheduled, maybe
Yeah,
even.
maybe. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean it would be cool to see the scheduling go away from everything, right? I mean,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I don't know about the schedules of toxins in our world. Why don't they show us like a scheduling of like nightshade and fucking like all the plants that we should be terrified and scared of, all the bugs at the same rate that we all know what every schedule of fucking drugs is out there. Well, we've experienced all the drugs and we've experienced all the shit. We know what's dangerous and what's not dangerous. Y'all should do the same shit with fucking plants and animals, bugs specifically, because them shits are scary sometimes. Big old fucking. I got friends at work that's got fucking. They own spiders, bro. I don't know about these fucking people, to be quite honest. I love them, but one
People
of
who
them said that
people
they got.
people who keep spiders are weird, and I know who you're talking about. And
Well, that's one of them.
I
There's two of them.
oh jeez,
Yeah, and the second one has more than the first one. Got the damn bird eaters, bro. Said I've got three spiders that are bigger than your hand, and I said, "Nah, my motherfucking hand is big." And they said, "Nope, bigger than that." And I went, "Why? I would get a flamethrower at your house. That seems crazy as hell." And maybe that's what people are into and shit. I'm fine with that. But you should just stop buying spiders and come buy some overpriced weed or some, dude. Fuck. Grow a plant. Hey, they should grow a plant.
they should.
Yep.
I was trying to find it. I just remembered a news article. I guess we'll have to get it next week, but it's okay.
All right, that's all right.
You want to do plugs real quick?
Yeah, run it.
All right, cool. If you grow, you know. Having the right gear for your home garden makes all the difference. That's why you need to get on board with Crop Culture's quarterly home grower boxes.
Crop Culture releases insane value boxes every 3 months packed with premium seeds, growing equipment, and unique extras tailored for those who want to plant with a purpose.
But that's not all. Coming soon, they're launching monthly crop drops, where you can snag a pack or two of Fire Genetics along with must-have gardening accessories like AC Infinity's legendary trimming scissors.
We're talking stickers, mystery goodies, and deeply discounted bundles you won't find anywhere else. Just an easy one-time purchase with no commitment.
Their current quarterly box is an absolute steal, featuring top-shelf genetics, a pH meter or smell-proof bag, monitoring tools, fermented plant probiotics, and more.
And for our listeners, use the code 2DOPEDUDES for $10 off any purchase of $100 or more at cropculture.net.
So whether you want the full quarterly experience or just need a regular re-up, Crop Culture's got you covered.
Level up your garden and score some gear that'll have your plants standing tall. If you grow, you know you need to check them out at cropculture.net before sold-out regret sets in. Let them help you plant with a purpose. Hey, Canna Curious connoisseurs, are you looking to elevate your wellness routine? Take it up a notch with Mr. CBD Chicago.
That's right, dude. They've got everything you need from their brand new El Jefe line with CBD and THC sprays for a discreet and convenient dose, to their legendary Moonrock matte bottle rockets and the always satisfying Spliff Society pre-rolls.
And listen up, 2Dope Dude listeners. Use the code 2DOPEDUDES at checkout for 10% off your entire order at MrCBDChicago.com. That's right, 10% off.
So ditch the stress and embrace the good vibes with Mr. CBD Chicago. Head over to their website today. Just remember, use the code 2DOPEDUDES for that sweet discount. You're not going to regret it. Hey there, fellow plant enthusiasts. Tired of using chemical fertilizers that harm your soil and the environment?
We feel you. That's why we want to introduce you to Green Grow Biological.
Green Grow offers organic soil amendments packed with beneficial bacteria and mycorrhizae fungi like their popular Pride Bloom fertilizer and flower finisher.
These little powerhouses work together to improve your soil health, helping your plants grow strong and healthy naturally. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Green Grow has something for you.
And because Green Grow is committed to sustainable practices, you can feel good about what you're putting into your home and garden.
Head over to thegreengrow.com to learn more about their amazing products and how they can help you take your gardening to the next level.
And listen up, because here's a special offer just for our listeners. Use the code 2DOPEDUDES for 10% off your entire order at thegreengrow.com.
That's 2DOPEDUDES for 10% off at greengrow.com. Happy planting!
You can find us, the Elevated News Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and all your other favorite streaming and podcast apps. Check us out. Hopefully you're watching us on the Two Dope Dudes YouTube channel. Please give us a like and leave a review. This helps us reach more people. If you're listening, please give us a like and leave a review.
Oh, yes.
At the Growers Hangout on YouTube, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. It's super fun. This week we're talking to Kid, David Hughes from Build a Soil. Kid stands for All We Know Is Dank. It's super fire. Next week I think it's Seed Canary, and yeah, we're doing cool stuff. So come watch us live, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube at the Growers Hangout, and then usually a week later, the video is up again. So yeah, wait till you see who we grow with next. And then, yeah, I know, right? It's just like supportdopepeople.com. You just get an idea, you get to use it, along with links to our other pods. If you can't find us on YouTube, go to supportdopepeople.com. Go to podcast. There's a link there. You can click it. You'll go right to the YouTube page. That's why supportdopepeople.com is there. You can also get T-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, a couple different cool things, like the OG one right there. Yeah. And then if you want to email us at twodopedudspodcast@gmail.com for all your questions or things you want to talk to us about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing on Thursday night?
I want to talk to you about something on Thursday night.
Ooh.
Where can I find you?
It'll be YouTube.
Oh.
Peace, Love, and Cope.
Okay.
You spell it all out.
Yeah,
A-N-D.
100%.
Yeah, that's me. And you will see us. You'll see my face. I'll be streaming live at 8 p.m. Central.
Hey, did you know if you
Thursday
can't find you on YouTube, you can go to supportdopepeople.com and click podcast, and there's a link to your YouTube.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
Supportdopepeople.com. Yeah.
Just
come
saying.
hang out.
Yeah, come hang out. It's always fun.
Honestly, it's been the last couple of weeks, dude. Too much music going on for some people. If that's not your style, it's not the thing. But
hey, you know what? There was too much
jams have
Jackbox for me for a while, and I just didn't participate, and that's okay too. It's okay to not participate. I'll come back and like check in and have fun when I'm having fun. That's how it works. Sometimes we play disc golf because I was like, hey, I don't like Jackbox. Let's play disc golf.
God damn.
You know,
willing to change it up.
Yeah,
just
dude.
to, you know. But I'm really
Hang out
there
with
because I
friends.
want to talk about cannabis. If you got anything that you need to know about, I promise you, it's really fun. I've been so pumped to get back into it, bro. So pumped to talk to people again about cannabis.
Yep.
So many people don't know. And just when you get that little bit of good information, biggity bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do YouTube comments. We got a bunch of good ones.
Let's see it.
Hey, Grow Joe Grow.
Oh, I love them.
Swap meet for grow equipment is brilliant. Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
I've got lots of stuff I no longer use and could use at home. Joe's definitely participating in our swap meet.
That's kind of fire.
That's going to be coming up, I don't know, soon. John Voight, our friend, to get the states on the same page will take a federal regulation for medical cannabis and the conditions for medical use.
Yeah. Even then, I think that at the beginning, like we were just talking about, the federal government will still leave it to states to interpret their programs the way that they will. So
As
I
they're
don't know that
supposed to.
we'll see a standardization for, like you said, it could be until we're in our fucking 60s. You know, I mean, it's just so slowly moving, but I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He also says, well, New York is looking a lot nicer these days. Agreed.
A fucking ton nicer.
Grojo also said innovative care helped him get his first med card. Yeah, if you're already diagnosed with qualifying condition, you don't need to have your regular general physician.
Yeah, your primary.
You don't need your primary to do that. You just need to have your documents that show that you have a qualifying condition, and if your physician won't do it, you can just go to a place like Innovative Care or lots of other pot doctors and pay a very Usually, a lot of times it's under $100
Guys,
to them.
it is the fucking fast pass
Yep.
at fucking Six Flags
Yep.
and Disney World
Yep.
or whatever. You just cut the line, you get better taxes. You paid up front a little bit more, but I promise you're getting so much better bang for
It's
your
not even as
buck.
bad as it used to be. I mean, back in the day,
Oh,
it
it's
was
fucking
it
cheap,
was
kind of.
like $400 for like 2 years or
Well,
something.
and that's the once
Yeah.
they have a 3-year
Yeah, it's a lot
maximum or
different now.
something like that, but you can get lifelong cards for
Yeah,
some conditions,
you can.
whatever. But it's like 3 years, fucking couple hundred bones, whatever, and like you'll
Yeah,
save
you'll save it.
$300 in
It's like if you
a
play
few
like
visits if
it's,
you're fucking a
it's like
cannabis
you play
consumer.
5 flex tournaments a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which I have not.
Me neither.
No.
In fact, I'm not. I don't even think I'm
So
playing any more tournaments this
it's
year.
the worst fucking year for me to get my number. I got it too.
It's alright. I mean, I have to have it for running the tournaments.
I need to get in the iOS too, so we'll be all right.
Okay. Hey, let's
Wait,
go.
what did that say? Who was that last one?
Oh, that was my mom. Says,
Oh,
congrats, guys, on a year well done. Love all of
Mom.
the info shared to the community. Yeah, my mom's awesome.
She's a
She
fantastic
is.
lady.
It was just her birthday yesterday. Happy
Happy
birthday. Yeah, happy
birthday.
birthday, Mom.
Hey. And she's gonna be like 2 weeks later, and she'll
No, it's 1
listen.
week now because
Oh.
remember, we used to be 2 weeks.
Member
Now I
berries.
have a week turnaround time, which means I have to edit every pod every week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I like
Oh.
that 2 week.
Yeah. Although they're getting the news faster.
They are getting the news faster.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Lots of people talk about stuff real time on, whatever. But hey, let's talk about this New York dispensary. This is from Marijuana Moment. New York dispensary launches a legal cannabis buyback program, enticing consumers to transition to legal market with discounts. So,
Are you supposed to do that?
well,
How the fuck you do that?
Well, Dave, I don't know.
Fucking New York's got shit going on.
Lots of other places you can do,
Just wild shit.
Well, it's not wild. It's just that you think it's wild because we're so restrictive.
Well, yeah, but there's not a market that I know that's like, let me get some black market shit off of you and I'll
So
give
let's
you a
find
discount.
out.
Sounds like the fucking when Chicago was like, bring your guns in and we'll give you a discount on McDonald's or whatever.
A New York marijuana, well, because they get sugar tax. A New York marijuana dispensary is taking steps to help eradicate illicit cannabis businesses that have proliferated as if they were not there before in the state by offering discounts and benefits to people who transition to the legal market. Housing Works, the parent company of the state's first legal adult use dispensary, Housing Works Cannabis Company, announced the illegal cannabis buyback program on Thursday. As regulators continue to push to shut down unlicensed operators, good luck closing the bodegas, the company is providing consumers with incentives to transition to the legal market. From July 1st to September 1st, any person who provides proof of membership at an illicit operator will get a free membership at Housing Works Cannabis Company's co-conspirator program. Who has a membership? Anyway, which includes 25% off their first purchase and a 10% discount on all the purchases in the next year. The membership normally costs $25. Shout out to Verano.
Hey,
Shout out to Verano and their fucking pineapple fucking program.
Dude, give me your plug for $25. This is the craziest shit I've ever heard in the whole world.
Hey, if you see something, say something, eh?
Yeah, I want the police to fucking come out publicly and be like, "Hey, listen, for $100, you bring us your drug dealer's telephone number, and we won't tell him that you came and gave us that number."
And here we go. When you purchase from a legal dispensary like Housing Works Cannabis Company, you can rest assured that the purchased products have gone through rigorous state testing, as if state testing is the
rigorous type.
State testing is like top notch. Like that's the fucking brand ambassador for testing is state testing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And are approved for safe consumption.
Yeah.
She said.
Fuck 'em.
On top of that, you're supporting an established nonprofit that has relentlessly advocated for the safety of the NYC community for over 30 years, as 100% of our proceeds go back to Housing Works. This is a pivotal moment for us, our customers, and New York's legal market.
Yeah, the non-for-profit called Housing Works sounds like there's some people making profit and probably not doing a whole lot of housing
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway, nice play on the name to get money from people. Dude, do you know there's a new brand in Illinois called Cheetah? Who, just like the old dog walkers, is now trying to give proceeds from the sales of their um, products to the
What
cheetah
GTI entity is
conservation.
that?
Oh, I don't know. They're off with somebody else. I forgot who the fuck they're off of.
Did I hear Cookies is going back to Arise?
Is it?
That's what I heard. I heard they're breaking with Rev again and then going back to Arise.
Good, because fucking
It's
What a-
crazy. It's crazy sometimes the things I hear, isn't it?
what a branding debacle. And it's funny because Cookies has never sold well in this state. Doesn't matter on either side. It fucking for like
'cause
half
Chicago-
of a
'cause-
second it
Because
goes well.
because
and
we
then,
were
like,
getting Cookies branding 12 years ago and people are smart on it.
well,
It's the
But-
perception.
yeah. I mean, nobody even really, dude. Oh my god, I could
know.
go off right now.
I know.
We are literally the biggest fucking hot dog water pushing fucking state I've ever seen right now. It's sad.
Well, sometimes you just, you know,
It's sad that these people that are actually trying to run even legitimate businesses according to what the state standards are and the laws and the whatever are restricted in the ways that they are, where if you, an infuser's license has got to be one of the jokest fucking license, and I'm sorry for people who have them. It's not, it's how the fuck do you enter this market? Illinois specifically.
they just want to snag another license, bro. You know, it's like Pokemon. Gotta fucking collect them all.
Oh, dude, these
I got a
licenses are
transporter's
starting to not
license.
necessarily maybe mean as much.
Starting? Dave, I've been saying that
never
for
meant
I've been
anything
saying that for a year. That
but-
before the transporters, I was like, this is bullshit. This is some hot dog garbage.
Well,
The
bro,
government is.
I promise you, when and I've been saying it since day one. How the fuck are fucking transporters supposed to work?
They're
How
not.
the fuck is that supposed to be
They're
a thing?
not.
And then I'm talking to these people, and I'm being very blunt with
Yeah.
them. Why did you do this? Oh, I wanted to be part of it, blah, blah, blah. And these are people who are bleeding their lives into some of these things. People like you and I, they're not the corporate monsters, whatever, that fucking
Correct.
that
These are
have
real people who have
monopolized.
been lied to and had this mirage bullshit dangled in front of their fucking face.
These licenses don't mean as much
with
as
the
they-
promise that they're gonna fucking make their millions and
Because you
and
see-
they're gonna get their
dude.
equity back and all they're doing is fucking just fucking
People are
treading
gonna get
water. They're
smoked.
treading water in a fucking Shark Tank, bro.
People are gonna get smacked, dude. How is it? And this is my thing. How is
100%.
it that a fucking which they are because of their presence in many different states, but specifically like the Michigan market does very well because of the saturation of illegal states that border them, right? They were until Ohio fucking got whatever. They had just everybody and even legal states that border them go inward to fucking Michigan to
Yeah.
purchase stuff because of the pricing on it. But in Michigan, a fucking single gram cart costs it costs $20 on the shelves, $25 on the shelves averagely. You can buy 6 of them for $100.
Yeah, I was doing that in
In
Oregon in
Illinois,
2016.
it's $75
Garbage hot
for
dog water.
one of them.
It may or may not work. It may or
The
not be in the
other-
thing.
Fucked up part is that you're getting swacked for 30% tax on top of it.
And it's distillate.
It's hot dog water.
It's flavored hot dog water.
Bro, I work in it. I represent this stuff. I'm trying so hard to represent the people who are doing something well. I don't doubt that every one of these people again has good intentions, comes from a good place, has some kind of fucking. But where's your formula from?
Can I talk?
If you just won a goddamn license because you're a good license winner, and then you went to go be a formula.
Can we talk about the stash dispensaries thing I went to yesterday, because that was sponsored by Illinois Collective,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was their concentrate, and
I've heard ICC really good things.
I've
There's
been
a
wanting
lot
to
of
try more and more of
craft
their stuff.
growers that I'm pumped about. Craft grow, what a good license to win. Growing things, what a good license to win, because you then, but if you have a craft license with an infusion license, or you partner with somebody, then you're in pretty good shape, because you could make real shit happen, right? You could theoretically start in Illinois, you can't have more than 40% of one cultivator's shit on your shelves, right?
Right.
So you have to divide it up amongst some shit, but you could really shine in certain places if you were able to build a little fucking traction and a little footing. But you're competing against household names in Illinois are fucking, they're monopolies, dude. They're fucking big boy players who, and I'm not saying that all of the shit is bad or
And they
all
won't
of the
even
shit
give
is
you
good.
their good stuff.
Dude,
They'll only sell you hot dog flavored water that you have to put extra hot dog flavor
but
in.
you don't know what's what. It's the most fucked up I've ever. And everybody goes, oh, well, in Michigan, they let you see shit. Yeah, they let you see shit. All right. The good shit is still in packages, dude. The good shit, they can't necessarily maybe bust open the fucking package because it's so fucking sealed. And if
Yeah.
you're not going to buy it, then they can't do that, right? There's some shit that is that way,
Well,
which I respect the fuck out of.
we've
right?
talked, because we can do it here. Like, there are some places that are starting to do it again too.
Smell jars and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I mean, smell jars are more, from what I've heard, is like an in-house, but you're destroying it
Yeah,
every week. You're
you
fucking
got
going
to.
through destruction
We've
mode.
talked about the destruction process and how that. How was your? I hope your destruction day the other day was good last week. But
I mean, it's an unfortunate truth, but like in all markets, in all things. Do you know how sick to my stomach I used to get when I would throw food away at Jewel?
yeah,
Because, dude, there was times it was pellets full of shit. And we were just hucking it into the trash compactor. And I'm going, man, why don't we just give this to fucking, that we got a homeless shelter down the street. We got fucking, why don't we give this shit away? Oh, spoilage and fucking whatever. Well, dude,
That's-
it's a truth of every market.
that's what we used to
But-
do at Panera. We used to give it to like the Hesed House or something.
Yeah.
There was
good,
a
good.
thing
And
that we used to do.
that's what people should do. And I wish it had happened more when I worked at the fucking, when I worked at E.B. Brown.
Yeah.
Dude, watching them, because expiration dates matter to a company that is
Compliance.
purely based off of numbers, right? You have to have a traceability to where your money's going, what's happening, how long it can sit, how long it can't sit. Things just got to move. And I don't blame, I don't know. I'm not like mad at business. I appreciate what business is
I'm mad
and
at
whatever.
Biz.
Yeah. But I hate I'm like disappointed that like cannabis has been
Yeah.
pooped on by some aspects of how laws are interpreted and how licenses have been gifted. And I
Yeah.
just, at some point, man, I'd like,
You got to open it up. And like I know people say that the Michigan market is collapsing because there's too many licenses and blah blah. No, the Michigan market is
thriving.
it's called correction.
Dude,
The bad it goes like, okay, so initially everybody's there, blah blah blah. Prices drop, right? And then the people who can't afford to have quality product leave. Right? And then it evens out because you have quality and price. And then, so like right now, you see like the scales,
there's a
like,
leveling.
but this is called correction.
But
And it's
what's
not artificial.
really
like
nice
Illinois.
about the thing is, and what we have to understand, the amount that Michigan produces
Yeah.
allows for this market to thrive the way that it does. Okay? The fact that they have hundreds of growing licenses,
Yeah.
and they used to allow every old Tom, Dick, and Harry to be a fucking caregiver for somebody, and then you, as long as they gifted you your shit as a medical person, then you could grow that many plants. So the more medical people, the more plants. It was awesome. I love it. It's the passion of cannabis, but the fact that there is so much allows for them to have a cheap enough, affordable enough product to the point where outsiders from every state, including ours, because I listen to it every day. I was out of state over the weekend, went to a dispensary. Because I know the market that's here now and I know the names that are competing, I see the same names up there and I see the price differences. My
Quality
fucking,
difference. There's a quality difference.
to a degree sometimes.
I mean,
to a
because
degree sometimes, because we're talking a lot about hot dog water.
because what we're talking about, because in Illinois we know that because of testing, the curing process is different than what most people would of like top shelf quality gray market, black market cannabis, home grower would know cannabis to be, correct? So we know that in Illinois it is different because of the way the testing has to happen and the law has to happen and just the way the market is. And in Michigan, their testing laws are different. And so they have a little bit different time frame, right? So there's an obvious quality. I mean, I'm not saying that the genetics or anything is inferior. I'm saying that as far as the end product, it is different.
When
And you can take quality to mean whatever you like. I just mean that there is a difference.
Here's my take at it, because when I first started Illinois' cannabis program,
Some of that weed was so fucking fire.
I literally used to tell people across the board, Illinois might have the best weed in the entire fucking world right now.
Back in the day, it was so good.
In 2015, 2016,
weed.
2017, Illinois might have had, legitimately, world fucking wide, might have had the best cannabis.
When Cresco was great.
Dude,
Make Cresco great again.
Make Verano great again. Fucking Verano,
This was like
Rev, Cresco, fucking
Rev was
GTI was a fucking, but they were ballers, dude. That fucking blueberry fucking oh my god, it was called something. Berry Bubba Kush. That was it.
Oh,
Berry Bubba Kush was
in the purple jar.
fucking fire,
Yeah.
bro. It was gasoline. Yeah, they used to have purple and orange packaging the same way. Dude,
Yeah.
you're getting me pumped up. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is that cannabis across the entire nation has done a weird, like, okay, we're figuring it out type of thing.
Yeah, but
Because hot dog water should go down to about 10, 15, 20 bucks a gram, 30
Yeah.
bucks a gram, depending on
Yeah.
your fucking,
Fair.
your little accessory that you put it in, and
Yeah.
the fucking whatever, maybe the excess flavonoids you put in it, maybe the plant derived
Yeah.
flavonoids and
Yeah.
terpenes that you're putting into it, all the better, right? So maybe you can have some selling points, but to have $100 a gram distillate, $70, $80 a gram distillate that is literally getting sold for $10 a G, one state, well, a state and a half away. It's weird, dude. It's funky as fuck because
And it's the same company.
it's literally the same company. It's the same fucking representatives.
Yep.
It's the same
Yep.
company. They're all one umbrella.
Yep.
And-
Same SOPs, basically.
And don't get me wrong, I only compare to Michigan because I'm so close to it. I've been in their market. I went there the other day and like I just, when I go up there, I mostly just buy some shit to fucking blow while I'm up there.
Yeah.
I got plenty of fucking weed here. I don't need to fucking
Yeah.
be transporting
Yeah.
weed back and forth. Like
That's silly.
some people are into it, and
You
that's
can,
fine. If
and that's
your
fine.
thing,
But like, if
I
you
just
don't
don't-
have the need to, why?
fuck that driving through Indiana bullshit with too
Yeah,
much shit.
Because Indiana's. Speaking of
Nah.
states that are next to us, can I get into this one?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Shout out to Sheriff Saggy McNobelt.
Hey,
we're gonna
Chief
talk
Gear Bear.
Chief Gerber, our friend. Frankfort, Kentucky. This is from the AP. Businesses that want to sell, process, or grow medical marijuana for Kentucky can start applying for permits Monday. Part of an accelerated push to have products available in early 2025, Governor Andy Beshear said Thursday. This is June 27th.
Dude, how much is a license
Doctors
application?
well, let's find out. Doctors and advanced practice registered nurses can also begin submitting applications to let them certify eligible patients to buy the drug. The state's Board of Medical Licensure and Board of Nursing will oversee the process. Fair. The Bluegrass States Medical Cannabis Program begins January 1st. Kentucky Republican-dominated legislature passed the law with bipartisan support in 2023, legalizing medical cannabis for people suffering from a list of debilitating illnesses. Beshear, a Democrat, quickly signed the measure into law, and his administration has begun working on program regulation since then. I like how there was nothing about, one side hating the other or whatever. The governor signed follow-up legislation this past spring, moving up timeline for cannabis business licensing by 6 months. It's broadcast a series of YouTube webinars, issued a businessing license application guide, and other materials to assist applicants. Well, we'd have to go on YouTube to find out.
Bro, let's go find out right now.
Businesses can apply for
They've
licenses
got
through the
some
end of August. Okay.
Great fucking disc golf courses down there. Whoa.
So this is the third one.
Oh.
So
nice.
shout out to Kentucky.
Hey, Chief Saggy Pants, listen,
we're going to do some research and find out, because doing it live kind of sucks.
No, yeah.
Let's do some research and we'll come back with it.
I actually want to know, and if it's a cheap enough licensing process or application, I would absolutely love to throw a fucking cheap bid down at Kentucky, and then fucking, if you win a license, all you have to do immediately after that is go, I got a fucking license, somebody give me a bunch of money, and then you just run around to all these people and you find somebody with money, and then eventually you're just like, and then you have a fucking thing.
And we have friends in Kentucky.
Then you got a thing. Then you better be ready to do the fucking thing, Fuck.
Or just sell it off for lots of money. Just get the thing started.
Dude, that's
do it.
That's all I want to
do.
Oh, let's fucking go. I'm so down. Oh my God. The American dream. 5-year pump and dump, baby. Maybe even 3, realistically. Who wants to spend 5?
Well, we'll see. Kentucky might be nice.
Dude, they got a Hey, what's the one right there? Fucking that I went to play? Idlewild. God damn it. I just want to put a course close to Idlewild.
Dude, just a couple of weeks here, it's going to be Ledgestone.
Jesus Christ.
Couple of weeks here, buddy.
Time is cooking
I know, it's
right now,
July
bro.
1st, baby.
I swear to God, every day I'm like, what
it's
day
just
is
winter.
it?
Remember when it was cold and we didn't disc golf?
Dude, what is disc golf?
Dude, hey, I shot.
Have you been there?
I shot +3 yesterday.
Hey, bro,
I had 3 birdies yesterday, 3 birdies.
That's very nice.
I know. I had a 5 and then a bunch of 4s too, and still came up +3.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's what happens when you don't disc golf for like a month and you forget all the bad habits and you just flow.
Bro.
I know.
Feeling it.
We still need to disc golf sometime. We haven't disc golf together in months. I know.
I think. Yeah, when I've run tags twice in literally 5 weeks, and that is the only times that I have thrown discs. I think it's been rough. I need it. Yeah.
It's hard, right?
Yeah.
I know. I gotta throw a flex this month. Like I took June off because like I had, like the class, and then I had like medical stuff going on, and I had to do a flex this month too.
Yeah.
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
And Delwood's having 3 flexes this month.
She.
No, good times.
Get flexy, man.
Yeah, get flexy. Hey, I want to talk to you about this one because this is something that we haven't talked a lot about on the podcast.
Oh, I like to talk about this too.
But marijuana moment. Interest in microdosing has spiked along with changes to psychedelics and marijuana laws. American Medical Association study finds. Shout out to Shout out to City Trees and their Mush Love product, and shout out to Adaptive Vibes. You know,
Yeah.
laboratory Cybin in powder form.
Hey, man, I cannot wait for the mushroom market to
Yeah.
come to Illinois. At least at this point, that's what I'm hanging on to. But
Yeah.
if it goes to another market first, maybe there's just like, let's get some movement going, bro.
So, public interest in microdosing marijuana and psychedelics has been spiking amid the reform movement, with Google searches related to the dosing technique growing by 1,250% from 2015 to 2013, according to a new study, federally funded
Wow.
study, Jesus, published by the
Wow.
American Medical Association. Two studies back to back. Good job.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Researchers at the University of California, San Diego conducted an analysis of Google search queries related to microdosing from 2010 to 2013, comparing the trends to local and state cannabis and psychedelic policy changes. Also, shout out to Illinois Psychedelic Society.
In 8 fucking years.
They found a notable increase in searches for microdosing across the U.S. that are attributable to the reforms. 8 years. Yeah.
What a great move we're all making towards our mental health. Because I think, like, you've heard me say it. You've heard old Thomas Jefferson say it.
Yeah.
Every generation needs a revolution. And I believe that we have a chance to do it in our minds.
Ron Paul said it too.
Yeah. Good boy. Anyway, no, I fucking... this pumps me up. This is brilliant.
So yeah, searches for microdosing in the U.S. remained stable until 2014 and then increased annually thereafter with a cumulative increase by a factor of 13.4 from 2014 to 2023. It's an order of magnitude greater. It found in 2023 there are 3 million microdosing searches in the U.S. Broken down further, the study found that local psychedelic decriminalization laws were linked to a 22.4 per million increase in microdosing search rates. So that means that depending on where you're at, right?
That thing just said that it went from 8 out of 10 million searches being whatever to 40 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.9 out of 10 million to 105.6 out of 10
Yeah, that's what I
million.
was saying. That's an order of magnitude greater.
Dude,
sorry.
it's like, that's cool as fuck. That's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
I think to me, and everybody goes, well, that's really tiny. That's not a lot per 10 million. But then
statistically,
if you start to think
it isn't, but it is also a huge number. It's a
think
jump.
about how many times people fucking put.
It's a data point. I don't know if it's statistically if it's that great of a number.
Think
but it's
about how many
definitely
times
a
people
point.
put big booty Latinas in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So our stats are getting skewed up. But for that many people to put, they stopped searching the big booties and they went over to big shroomies. Good for them. Good choice.
So yeah, depending on where you're at, linked to a 22.4. Okay, statewide adult search mark. Is that where we're at? Yes.
Yeah.
As public interest in using psychedelics and cannabis for health grows, it's crucial that the medical community conduct studies to establish a strong evidence base for their safety and efficacy, researchers wrote. Without understanding the risks and benefits, people may turn to unproven alternative therapies, exposing them to potential dangers. That's why prohibition is bad. It's our responsibility as a medical community to ensure patients have access to safe, effective, and evidence-based treatments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, we're going to go through the same transition that we did with cannabis, right?
Sure.
The amount of people who are going to come in and go, no, I had a bad experience back in the 70s and I lost my mind. And that also, but everybody, how much did everybody say you should eat back in the day? 1/8.
Yeah.
Half an eighth. If you didn't want to get too much, 1/8. Just eat an eighth. You'll be good.
Yeah, you don't need a heroic dose.
Dude, that's a fucking astronomical thing.
Calm down, Stamets.
Well, that's exactly the whole point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can go out in a thunderstorm and eat 7 grams and, trip in a 100 foot in a tree while the lightning goes all around you. But
When
like that's not what you're supposed to do.
Hey,
I
that's
mean,
what
that
everybody told us when we were younger. I don't know if you remember or not, and I promise you, the first time I was around shrooms, I said, "How much of this am I supposed to eat?" They said about an eighth. I said,
that's a
"How much
lot.
is that?" They said, "Buy a fucking scale." I
Yeah.
said, "Well, anyway, let me just buy 1/8 then, and I'll just eat that." And then when they gave it to me, I'm like, "I'm supposed to eat all this shit. That's how I'm gonna get."
Yeah.
Ah. So I choked down as much of them as I could. And I was like, "Oh, this is Jesus. This is a lot. I'm supposed to eat all this
Yeah.
there." I remember it still today. I'm like, "Fuck, tasted terrible, and I'm fucked up. The walls are melting on me." Now it's as functional of a thing. If you People say microdose, people say fucking what just proper dosing, right?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what the fucking effective intoxicating doses
Yeah.
at an average rate across the board, right?
Yeah. Probably
Or
start with like a gram.
I
Or
literally promise you, I would advise people to take fucking 0.2 capsules, 0.1 capsules,
yeah.
and wait fucking an hour, because there's to me the best effects that I can get from these things is euphoria, right? I think that's what we all want
Mm-hmm.
at some point, but I do not want visual intoxication. I'm not looking to
Yeah.
get fucked up. All right. I've gone through enough visual fuckeries, and if that's what I want to achieve, I know how to get there. But I want something that makes my mind feel comfortable, my body to relax, music to sound better, food to taste better, the company that I'm around to fucking be more just
Mm-hmm.
engaging. And I find that far more in micro dosing, in
Yeah.
effectively dosing, proper dosing psilocybin than I do even at times with cannabis. And it's because I misuse cannabis. It's because I don't micro dose or proper dose or whatever. I use this thing as a daily driver,
Yeah.
which it can be. Could you use shrooms as a daily driver like
Know
that?
plenty of people
I-
who have
as
tried.
Yeah, and now they
Like as far as
fucking
like microdosing, if you're taking like 0.1 capsules a day, a lot
bro,
of people will do that for a couple weeks, take some days off, and then
and I've gone through this little
yeah,
bit. I had this little bit where I was trying
I
to
remember.
experience, but yeah, I think two
A
to
lot of
three
disc golf.
days
Yeah.
I get this unbelievable effect afterwards where I'm still in this general fuck it all state, where
Yeah.
I still have this slower cognitive response,
Yeah.
where I'm not racing towards, where I'm not anxiously responding. And fuck, dude, I mean, I think all of us could benefit from a little bit of a slowdown, every once in a
I think
while. We react really
I've
quick to
definitely
shit.
over the last year had a nice slowdown where like I'm not.
We react really fast to things, and I'm seeing it where I work now, and I'm going, man, why are y'all reacting like that? And it's because you've worked up these things in their fucking minds. You hear me talk about it a lot, into problems. They've allowed it to be a
Yeah.
problem, and they're not willing to overcome it. And the second I get involved, I go, hey, let's fuck that shit. It's okay. Is it okay? Yeah, you're not gonna get in trouble. The big policeman, whatever you're scared of,
Yeah.
the scary guy that you're scared of that's gonna come get you,
Just ask.
he's not even here.
Yeah.
And nobody can even get you here. And I got your back. Right?
Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know.
Ain't nobody said shit to me yet, so it ain't a
No.
problem, right?
No. There's none of
You're
that.
like, yo, have I talked to you about it? Nope.
This
Okay, well
is-
then it's not a problem.
This cannabis, y'all,
Yeah.
consume some of
This is
it.
a compliance company, son.
Facts.
It's our
but,
job to
I mean,
comply.
I mean, it's your job to just enjoy
Document the
life.
compliance.
It's actually probably some kind of customer service. Serve the customer.
Yeah.
Make people fucking happy. It's just weed. Make them happy. And they're literally selling that same product fucking a door and a half away for fucking 1/10 of the price. So if we gotta, figure it out, we'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for listening in on
Yeah.
that.
Can I talk about this part?
Let me hear it.
They were going on cautioning that psilocybin and other psychedelic drugs remain Schedule 1 substances under federal law, which means it poses legal risks for consumers and concerns about product impurity because of a lack of manufacturing standards. That's also true. There's a lot. I mean, you can go to just about around here. You can go in a lot of the stores and buy knockoff polka dot, amanita mushroom type garbage.
Hey, none of what I say is a recommendation. Do whatever
No.
the fuck you want to do. But I'm just saying, I think there's some real genuine benefit in some of these things
Yeah.
that
But
are
here, check this out.
federally.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. If you want something, get something good and natural and not garbage. But here comes the important part. I had to read all of that. The study, which is funded by the National Institute on Drug Abuse and California Tobacco Related Disease Research Program, concludes by saying the findings suggest that rigorous clinical studies are needed to evaluate the safety profile and potential benefits of microdosing to inform evidence-based practices and policymaking to match public interest. Additional population-based surveillance is needed to identify who is microdosing, their reasons, and how these practices might change with the evolving legal landscape, it says. Let me reread that again.
Oh,
Additional
hey, we'll delete everything that I've said
based
today.
surveillance is needed to identify who is microdosing, their reasons, and how these practices might change with the evolving legal landscape.
So the thing is,
I've known you for like 20 years, Dave, so a long time ago was a long time ago.
dude, no, I know, but well, and to me, it's okay. They should have informed people with logical experience
Right.
give the presentation as to why something of this caliber should be not looked at as so scary, right?
Right.
And it's to deliver that message in a good enough way to make law changes happen. I can't wait to see it. I'm into it.
Findings of another recent study suggest that the use of full-spectrum psychedelic mushroom extract has a more powerful effect than chemically synthesized psilocybin alone, which is, I believe, different than the lab-derived cybin we were talking about earlier, which could have implications for psychedelic-assisted therapy. The findings imply that the experience of entheogenic mushrooms may involve a so-called entourage effect.
Oh, they're selling it already.
Similar to what's observed with cannabis and its many
Oh,
components.
here we go. They're not going to tell you what it is. It's just going to be tested. They're going to put it in some packaging. It won't really matter, actually. This shit's going to be fun, dude.
A separate study recently published by AMA found that the single-dose psilocybin use was not associated with risk of paranoia, while other adverse effects, such as headaches, are generally tolerated and resolved within 48 hours. Oh, yeah. Go read this stuff. This is real cool. It also results of a clinical trial published by AMA in December suggests efficacy and safety of psilocybin-assisted psychotherapy for treatment of bipolar II disorder, a mental health condition often associated with debilitating and difficult to treat depressive episodes.
Do you know how
fucking
much I
fantastic.
want to
Yeah.
just be able to stand in a place of
Yeah.
legal solitude
Yeah.
where I'm not going to be hounded by some fucking belted brother and be able to speak with full-grown adults about how these things could benefit their
Yeah.
thought processes. I almost want to do it fucking one-on-one again. I want to go be a direct salesperson
sitter.
of these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bud tender, a shroom tender, if you will, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Well, hey,
Happy season 2.
happy season 2, episode 53.
Yeah. We'll circle back on what we said about what our thoughts are
Mhm.
on what will happen 1 year from now,
Yep.
which we both are pretty much in agreement. It's not a lot, right?
Not much.
Yeah, okay.
I think prices are going to go up and then they're going to go down and then it's going to be, we're going to have more taxes.
Oh. Yep. Hey, thanks for listening again, friends,
yeah.
because dude, a full year
Full year.
and now the start of a new one.
Yeah. And like so much has changed from where we were last year to what we're doing right now. It's crazy. We just started doing stuff, and like now look where we're at. Shit's wild. Wild.
You know, the future's all shrooms, baby.
The future is shrooms, and if you don't know that, now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
Hey, hemp and cannabis.
Yeah.
We don't take my word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to Reading Rainbow. Love you all. Smoke weed every day. Peace.
Yo, ding dong, we're done here. Time to go.